Virgo Panda here with a e-bike ride, Lectric XP e-bike ride in Clear Creek Reservoir. Here is my Giddy up upgrade I did. This is a seat upgrade. I'll leave a link in the description for this seat for Amazon. Anyway, this is Clear Creek Reservoir. It's about 407 acres. Where I'm riding out of right now, this is dispersed camping. One piece of advice I'll give you right away: when you camp Clear Creek Reservoir, wonderful area to camp, everyone, but do not take the first dispersed camping site you see. Keep driving. There, it gets even better the further away you get from the reservoir. And what I mean by that, it gets less people, because think of it as like the grocery store. Everyone likes to park close. Very few people park far away. But here, parking far away, you get better campsites and less people around you. That's right, where that pop-up is, that's a free campsite right there. So this is all dispersed camping. There is fee or pay fee areas too if you want to, but there is so much free camping here. It's really cool. Also, you can shoot in this area too, depending on where your campsite is. You know, using common sense and safety and all that stuff. The Lectric XP 3.0. 3.0 does really good on dirt roads. I've not had any issues riding this on dirt roads at all, especially when I put the seat on. The upgraded seat I put on there is super comfy. But you're just getting an idea. This whole area I'm showing right here is where dispersed camping is. And what we're doing is we're riding out along this road, and it's going to take us out by Clear Creek Reservoir, and you get to ride past it. If you want a an actual civilized bathroom, because this is pack it in, pack it out areas, this is dispersed camping. But if you go to the reservoir or the parking lot, there is bathrooms there. So if you need to use the regular bathrooms like that, they're available right there. So that's just a hint for you if you're interested in the bathroom situation. But it is a pack it in, pack it out. Not only is it pack it in, pack it out, there is no water available here. You have to bring your own water. While I'm on this ride, I'll tell you about what I brought. I have a hard-sided Forester Classic that I brought as a hard-sided pop-up. So I brought that, and that's what we camped in. I set up a shower. So there was a shower set up. And I set up a bathroom tent also. So I had a pop-up shower tent right next to it with hot water next to my camper, and then far off I had a tent for the bathroom, and that's what we had there. It was a great time there. I'm so glad, and I'm always mindful anymore to bring my e-bikes. Just because sometimes you do, when you're camping, you can get bored. Well, I wasn't bored. When I did feel kind of bored, because my son and my wife went to go fishing. I didn't feel like going, but they went to go fishing. So them going fishing, after a while, I was like, oh, I'm kind of bored. So guess what? I got the Lectric XP. I hopped on one for a ride, and look at this. Look at the scenery, everyone. This is Colorado. We have deserts, we have dry areas, we have mountains, we have a lot of things. The only thing we don't have is an ocean. But Colorado itself is a beautiful state with lots of opportunities for jobs, for just a higher standard of living. And I'm not just talking about Denver. Everyone always, when you say that, they say, oh, it's Denver or Colorado Springs. There's plenty of different places to live. This area, now I'll warn you, so this is close to Buena Vista. I love Buena Vista. But Buena Vista has turned into, like, houses and everything will cost you a lot of money. I'm talking a lot of money for the size of that city, that town. So a lot of people have figured out about the beauty of Colorado, and people from Colorado have done the same. And housing prices in certain areas have went up. Now, in not all areas they went up like that. So it's just something to be aware of. And I always mention Buena Vista. In this area also is Leadville. Leadville is a really cool city too, smaller city. So you got Buena Vista. So this area close to our fairly decent proximity is going to be Buena Vista and Leadville and Salida a little bit further away. There's other towns too, and I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying those are going to be the more prominent ones people are going to know. All of them have really cool downtowns, historic downtowns. They're also very busy during the summers as well, especially because there's a lot. people who live in Colorado are very outdoorsy people. Not everyone. I hate to I don't want to stereotype and say everyone is, but we are a more outdoorsy state. We're also one of the healthier states too because of that. We want to run outside, and it's kind of funny. We rush out to get dirty, and have to put up bathrooms, and all that stuff, and sleep in tents with bugs and everything like that. But that's what we do in Colorado. Is what Coloradans, a lot of them do. So when you're in Colorado, you hear about Denver and this, but there's way more to Colorado than Denver. Denver does not represent Colorado, all of it. It represents the big city, yes, but it's not the total culture of Colorado. It's a variety, but it's just small town living. It's farmers. It's a lot of different people. So just going to Denver will not give you a taste of what Colorado truly is, to be honest with you. So anyway, let's get back to this. Lectric XP 3.0. Now, when I talk about this bike, guys, do not think I am not sponsored by Lectric e-bikes or anything like that. And I am not telling you the Lectric XP is the best thing since sliced bread. It's one of the bikes I have. It's one of the bikes I like. The same thing as I like the Rad Mini version 4. I had the last version of the Rad Mini. I love that bike too. The difference between that and this, more than anything, was I just felt a little confined on it. Just felt smaller. I don't know what it was. I think it was a little bit smaller. But the battery life on this is pretty decent. I would like to have a second battery. I only ran out of charge one time, and that's in multiple bikes I've had, and that was my fault, not the bike's fault. I'm riding probably on level 3. So I'm going around 20 miles an hour. It is course of unlocked, so it will do 28. And the Lectric XP 3.0 does do a legitimate 28 miles an hour. I had the Lectric X Premium before this, and it really struggled to hit, the miles per hour it said it would. That one really did struggle. Look at the blue. Look at this. This is Colorado, y'all. This is a reservoir. Anyway, so the Lectric X Premium struggled with that, and you were booking it, because the type of bike it is. This will do a legitimate 27, 28 miles an hour. I've actually had it over around 30, maybe a little bit over 30, I want to say, and on a flat. So it's done that for me too. So, but be mindful. The faster you go, the more you use the battery. So that's why I got the long range. So it does pretty well. I do like it, and I'm also getting better at using level 3. I used to always, on all my e-bikes, run around on the highest level and fly and all this and that. And I'm getting really better at just slowing down and just enjoying the rides like this. I'm probably I have to be level 3. I'm also conserving because I am on a dirt road. And if you know anything about EV cars, electric bikes, anything like that, range is impacted by this type of stuff. Resistance impacts it. Water impacts it. I've had multiple electric bikes. I have an electric SUV, CUV. I've had high plug-ins, hybrids, all that stuff. So I like them to a certain extent. I like them really in e-bikes. EV cars, they're okay. But the bikes, I like them, and the scooters too. So the Lectric XP 3.0, there you go. That's the area where there's a bathroom, by the way. So if you're dispersed camping, like, oh my God, I want to use a real bathroom, there they are right there. There's 2 of them right there. You can go in there and fish. Just make sure you have a permit. Like I said, they have trout there. I might have said I might have said they had channel catfish, but that might be an error by me, because there's another place, Clear Creek Reservoir in Oklahoma. I may have actually looked. I don't fish as much as I used to. I don't really fish at all anymore. I just don't. I'll probably pick it up again. It's been about a good 10 years since I've really went fishing, but my son really likes doing it. Here I am just going off a little dirt road. This is an area where you can go and throw your pole in too. Right here, you can paddleboard here as well. I'm not for sure if they have a swim beach. They may have it. Don't quote me on it. Do your research on it, on that piece of it. But the Lectric XP 3.0 at 6 feet tall, around 200 pounds, I have no issues with it. It feels comfortable with me on it. Yeah, there's no issues in regards to that. It has enough power for me. It has enough speed for me. Is it the best e-bike I've had? No. Is it good for bang for buck bike? Yes. I now have a truck, so one of my other bikes, another bike I'll sooner or later get will be a non-folding bike. I really want one of the bigger mountain bike ones, the mountain bikes that are a little bit bigger. Rad Power makes one. Lectric XP makes one. What's the name of the other one? The Electric Bike Company is one I'm highly interested in. If you've seen one of my other videos, or maybe it hasn't came out yet, I saw them when I was in Port Angeles. This guy was renting them, real nice gentleman that had a e-bike rental, and we were talking, and there were some really cool looking bikes. Not only are they cool looking with cool colors, but just their build quality, their welds, everything looks really good on them. I would tell you, do not buy one of these bikes unless they're running a deal where you get a free battery. And that's just me. Oh, that guy just rode past me right there. He's got a cabin on the back of his, like, built on it. He was flying too, by the way. But I'm gonna be honest with you, everyone, they really made me really mad. So I get back to my campsite. Let's jump off the Lectric XP for a minute. And I'm going to get back to my campsite after I ride this e-bike, after I get done with this ride. And there's someone parked at my campsite. Now, mind you, there are like so many dispersed camping spots. But there's this huge group, like right when you come into the roads where you come to our dispersed camping. And there would end up being like 30 or 40 of them there. Well, this dude that just rode past me with the wannabe cabin on the back, he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, dude, if you don't mind, man, can I camp right here?" And he's about 20 feet from mine. He's going with the other group. "Can I park here? And I promise all we're going to do is sleep in here." And got me, I was in a good mood. I will never do this again. Unless you got gray hair or something like that, you will not get me to say yes again about this. I said, yeah, it's fine. Well, guess what happens? Another person shows up. And did you know they parked within 10 feet of where I'm parked with my pop-up and everything? And then another person shows up. So I start going off and telling, "Man, y'all got to go. You guys got to go. You need to go over with your group." I couldn't believe it. So they're literally walking through my campsite to use the bathroom. Anyway, they got the hint and all of them moved. I couldn't believe it, man. There were so many camping spots. So that's why I was saying to everyone, if you come to Clear Creek Reservoir, this road you're taking in, there's so much dispersed camping along it. Keep going further. You'll keep running into it, and you can't get lost. This is the main road. But not only that, you can clearly see they'll be marked with fire pits and everything, so it's not a big deal. We wish we had kept going where the other people did. And a lot of them we could get to with our pop-up camper we had anyway, so it wasn't a problem. But keep going. If we'd have kept going, we wouldn't have had the problem. Those folks would not have came down to where we were at. So anyway, that was just something that happened. And I'm sorry I had to go off on that because I saw that guy and I said, "Oh my God," and I was really being nice. And my wife was gone. She said, "Oh, I would have told him no." And I said, "I'll never, unless you're an older gentleman or woman, it's a no for me," because they literally tried to take advantage of me. And there was like already 30 of them over there, camped over there with no facilities to use or anything. So I was like, where are all these people using the bathroom? Anyway, this is me riding back. Beautiful. There's people that live along this this road. Man, this was a very calming ride, everyone. That's the best thing about e-bikes. I really like. And I'm pedaling. I know some people don't pedal. I know some people really can't really pedal. They have disabilities or injuries and stuff like that. But I don't. I just really like e-bikes. And but I do pedal. I very rarely use the throttle like by itself. I'm pedaling this whole time, so unless it's like an area where I might lose, like, some, there might be some slippage or something. I might stop pedaling for a minute, engage what I'm riding into. But beyond that, I'm pedaling this whole time. So someone wanted to comment. There's always someone that has some, smart aleck comment. You don't get a workout with a pop up with a electric bike. Yeah, you do. Do you get one like a bike with a non-motorized bike? No, but you do get a workout, y'all. If I'm riding 20 miles on this bike and I'm pedaling 95% of the time, and I'm getting a workout, is it like my non-motorized bike? No, it's not, but it's a workout. I have electric scooters, by the way, too. I don't use them as much, and it's not that I don't like them. I'm just older now. and I want to try and get some workout while enjoying myself. I don't ride just to work out. I also ride my e-bikes to enjoy things, to look at things, to explore, stuff like that as well. I wouldn't go this far on my non-motorized bikes. I'm telling you, I wouldn't do that. Here's the fee campsite areas. It's real nice, but nah. There's too many. All these people sitting on top of each other. There's no trees in between them, and I get it. I've done those too, but there's no real trees. But there is bathrooms. But look at that view. Look at those mountains back there, everyone. But I would never see that with my non-motorized bike because I wouldn't ride that far. I'm like, okay, that's good, 5 miles. Let's turn around. So there's water all through here, everyone. Clear Creek Reservoir. Go check it out. Take your regular bike, take your e-bike, or whatever you got. Don't take your scooter unless you got an off-road one. But take any of them. The roads, the dirt roads are pretty good. I had no issues. Like I said, I was pulling a camper. I pulled a camper back there with a Kia with no problem. Check this out. There's my bags on there. I'll put them up. They're Hitways. They're not the same brand, but Hitways basically. They're all cookie cutter bikes, about the same, so it fit on there exactly like it. Check out my pop-up camper. There you go. Forest Classic. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.